Yeah, buddy.
Now retired, former champion, now
former
retired.
MPX champion.
Someone that Frankie thinks will call down the middle, but we know that's not true. He's all about Frankie.
Like we saw last week, Matthew Fisher probably not going to call this one down the middle. But Frankie was given this right in that contract signing to pick the official he wanted for this championship match.
And Frankie Fisher has his career on the line. You see his longtime partner in the Flying Jackasses, BC, who somehow got a front row ticket when we sold out.
How do you pull that? The Jersey Jackass has a few connections, I guess. Frankie Fisher, either tonight he walks out MPX champion, or this is the last time he walks out.
Wesley Crane holding on to that MPX championship for over 2 months now. Could we see the end of his reign tonight as Frankie ascends back to the top?
Wesley Crane has been impressive since winning that MPX title, but Frankie Fisher could be the right guy to put an end to this championship run here tonight.
Frankie Fisher was winning this title back when Wesley Crane wasn't even in training yet. Let that sink in for a second.
There again, BC. There you see him, front row center.
This next contest, scheduled for one fall, is title versus career, and it will be contested under Wesley's way. Introducing first the challenger in the corner to my left, fighting out of Kansas City, Kansas, Frankie Fisher. His opponent, fighting out of Little Rock, Arkansas, he is your current, reigning, and defending MPX champion, Wesley Crane!
We're going right now.
Here we go, Wesley Crane. The second the intro done, Wesley Crane attacks Frankie Fisher, but Frankie Fisher's turned it back around.
Had to do Cody Cox's job for him there.
Wesley Crane says he's waited long enough. The sooner the better. He wants to end Frankie Fisher's career here tonight.
Hey, look out.
Tope from Wesley, but how about Frankie Fisher's hand-picked referee? The odds are definitely stacked against Wesley Crane here tonight.
It's not too often you see a referee clap for a particular wrestler, and he held the ropes for him.
And he's applauding him.
Frankie Fisher, an MPX original. He's been with the company from the beginning. He has seen and done it all.
And look at Frankie Fisher. He's ready to play Wesley Crane's game here tonight. It's usually Wesley pulling the chairs out from under the ring. Frankie's beating him to the punch.
But think about this, guys. No one asked Frankie Fisher to put his career on the line. Wesley Crane didn't lay out that challenge. MPX management didn't add the stipulation. Frankie Fisher is the one that made the proclamation that if he does not win the title here tonight, then he will leave MPX forever.
It just shows you the ultra confidence Frankie Fisher has, not only in himself, but in his referee, Matthew Fisher, as well, who is helping stack the chairs for him.
And Frankie Fisher,
he's got a door.
He says, #kill them all. Again, Wesley's way, anything goes.
And as you can see, you never know what exactly you're going to find under that ring.
Well, I didn't know there was a door that said kill them all.
Well, you never know when you might need one of those, right? I'd like a front door like that on my house.
The referee Matthew Fisher out there to check on Frankie.
You wonder why you were alone yesterday.
I think the door would have helped.
Hey, look, Wesley's got a ladder.
Chicks dig serial killers.
Yeah, absolutely. They watch documentaries on them all the time.
Well, that ladder has seen better days already.
Well, how about those bloody girls that came out here with Wesley? You want to ask one of those out, Tyler?
We're not talking about that right now.
They might be in the VIP room later. The Menage a Trois celebration still to come tonight.
Now they're up on our ramp over there, if you can see them.
And there we go.
Oh, that great. That's part of the.
Oh,
What is Matthew Fisher doing?
Look at Matthew Fisher.
And what's Frankie got? This is basically a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Well, it's Wesley's way. There's no rules, so it's all legal.
He's pulling up that grate. That's where we keep the smoke machine down there.
Oh, come on.
What are they trying to put Wesley Crane through the stage? Oh!
And the smoke right in the face of Crane. And think about all the chemicals that's used to make that smoke. And Wesley Crane was forced to just inhale all that.
Yeah, Wesley Crane might be the Sultan of Snot after that.
And now standing on that left hand of the champion, Frankie Fisher knows what he's got on the line here tonight, and he is doing everything he can to make sure that tonight is not his last night in Metroplex Wrestling.
Frankie Fisher has everything on the line tonight. His career is at stake if he doesn't walk out of here with the MPX Championship. So he's going to do absolutely everything in his power to beat Wesley Crane. And here's some more chairs.
Well, Crane no fighting back. He's got that kendo stick. Low blow on Frankie. Nothing anyone can do. It is Wesley's way.
That's right through the uprights.
We got to see all of that.
And Frankie again feeling the effects of that kendo stick.
I think he missed it the first time, but he definitely got it that time.
And Crane just throwing.
Our guardrail just went into the crowd right there.
Frankie Fisher almost went out into the front row, and now Wesley Crane setting up that chair.
Face first into the chair goes Frankie. What's Wesley got in mind here? I guess Frankie's gonna have himself a rest.
Yeah, might as well.
Getting very dangerous out there next to the crowd on these guardrails. They won't hold you back if you hit them.
I don't know if Frankie Fisher has any idea where he is right now after that shot.
What's Wesley looking for now? What else is under there?
Oh my God,
what does he have?
Hedge clippers!
Oh my God.
Frankie, he saw those hedge clippers coming his way. He wants no part of that.
I know there's some trees out front that could use some trimming out there. I think that's what we were planning on doing next week.
Well, maybe Frankie can get hired to trim the trees if he retires here tonight.
Maybe that means Brutus Beefcake's in the Rumble later. You never know.
Crane full steam ahead.
Oh.
And Frankie's taking a nap right there against the guardrail.
Frankie Fisher, I was going to say he's out on his feet, but he's sitting down. But he's out.
And here comes the champion again.
Frankie at least had enough sense to try to get his hand up that time.
I think his head still bounced off that guardrail. And Wesley Crane is not done.
No, Frankie catches him.
Oh!
And just tossed him right onto the chair.
Frankie Fisher, he might not know where he is, but he had enough to pat himself on the back after that move.
Wesley's way may be working against him right here.
Frankie knows he's got to get Wesley Crane back into the ring if he wants to walk out of here with that MPX title.
See, Frankie, he sent Wesley back in. He's still trying to work the cobwebs out of his head there.
Oh, a kendo stick across the back. Is Frankie trying not to trip over all the metal that's in the ring between the chairs and the ladder?
It's his fault.
Now he's setting up. He's having referee Matthew Fisher hold the ladder for him.
I'm not even surprised anymore at this point. We know what Matthew Fisher's out here. No, I'm not. Because Matthew Fisher, this is what he's out here for. This is why Frankie picked him to be his referee.
I'm surprised you didn't introduce him.
For what?
I mean, he's an integral part of the match at this point.
And if you're going to pick your own referee, you might as well pick one that's good for you. Right?
You introduce Jamie Aller, this is pretty much the same thing. This might be worse.
Well, you're right about that.
Oh, look at this. Frankie Fisher up on the second rope. Oh!
Crane moved out of the way. And Frankie landed right on that ladder. And I believe he got the fingers of Matthew Fisher.
I think that's his counting hand, too.
I think that ladder's not OSHA approved anymore.
Oh.
I don't know if it ever was.
Yeah, Crane moving out of the way. He got two Fishers with one ladder.
Now Matthew Fisher realizes this ladder might be a detriment to Frankie. Let me get out of here.
Getting rid of the ladder. Still Matthew Fisher's fingers. All right, yeah, Frankie. The hip attack into the corner on Wesley Crane. I hope Matthew Fisher's fingers are okay. And he still has to make a count here.
He does have to make a count. Good point, Tyler Foster.
Well, the chair in front of the face of Wesley, and Frankie's got that mallet that Crane comes out with. Oh my God.
Home run. I mean, cricket. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a croquet player, but whatever is good there. That's what that was.
Only a 2 count.
They knock him through wickets, right?
I think so. Haven't played a lot of croquet in my day, but I'll go with that.
Frankie Fisher just said he pays the referee. I don't know how you could let this happen, Cody.
I had nothing to do with it. I was in the ring when these two guys signed the contract. That was as close as I wanted to get.
You lost control of that contract signing.
He's making the referee choke. Are you kidding me?
Matthew Fisher choking Wesley Crane out with that kendo stick.
How is MPX management okay with this?
It's Wesley's way. There's no rules. Anything can happen here.
But the fact that we've got a referee participating in this match, helping one of the opponents.
Hey, Wesley Crane, he signed up for this. He signed the contract.
This is worse than the Houston Astros cheating scandal.
Frankie's not from Houston.
Don't let Brent McKenzie hear you.
And Fisher now still with that cane, just doing everything he can, holding Wesley Crane in place. Keep in mind, Matthew Fisher is a former MPX competitor himself.
And meanwhile, Frankie Fisher setting up something with these chairs in the middle of the ring.
And just throwing the chair.
He's bumped that chair over his head.
Right in the skull.
It looks like the legs of the chair, too, caught Wesley Crane right between the eyes. And now let's see what Frankie Fisher has.
The referee is not even looking after Wesley Crane to see if he can compete still.
No, of course not. He doesn't care about the well-being of the champion.
And Matthew Fisher, he's here for one thing. He's here to count the 1, 2, 3.
He's here to count the 1, 2, 3 for Frankie Fisher.
Exactly. He's here to raise Frankie Fisher's hand as the new MPX champion. And I think we're getting very close to that moment right now.
And are you okay with this, Tyler, really? So anyone can just hire their own referee?
Yeah, I mean, when you want all your title matches with no rules, no countouts, no disqualifications, this is what you get. And this is what he's asked for.
Wesley Crane is bleeding now. Thanks to that chair that was thrown right at his skull, the blood is running down the face, and this could get in the eyes. And
Frankie Fisher sees it, and he's going to go on to the attack.
This is going to be a huge disadvantage for the champion if that blood gets in his eyes.
Like a shark seeing blood and water, Frankie Fisher going right after the forehead, trying to rip him open even more.
And right now, I think the blood has managed to stay out of the eyes of Wesley Crane only by pure chance. And look at again, Matthew Fisher helping the champion to his feet, right?
Yeah, getting back to a vertical base.
And what's Frankie got in mind?
He's holding him in place, I think. Oh,
but no!
Oh,
no, my God!
Wesley Crane slipped out of the way.
And Fisher just ate that schoolboy Russian leg sweep.
Fisher and Fisher are both down.
And the referee landed right on the chairs.
The referee's at our feet.
I don't think he's getting up. I'm not sure Frankie Fisher's getting up. The back of his head hit those chairs as well.
Now Wesley Crane, what kind of shape is he in? He's back on his feet, but I think the ring apron might be what's holding him up.
But meanwhile, we don't have a referee.
Oh yeah, even if Crane gets an advantage here, what's he gonna do? The referee's down at our feet.
And Crane with the cannonball in the corner.
And Wesley Crane, he's found his second win here. And he's got Frankie Fisher down in the corner.
And double boots to the chest. As again, you see the blood on the forehead and running down the face of the champion. As the MPX addicts showing their support.
And Wesley Crane, he's seeing red right now.
But he's not seeing a referee.
Absolutely not. Matthew Fisher still down out here. I don't think he's moved either.
Well, that's right. None of this matters if there's no one there to count the 3 count. And even if Matthew Fisher was up in the ring, would he even make the count? Probably not.
We haven't seen Crane attempt a pinfall so far, so I guess we don't know for sure, but.
Well, he's remembering when that chair got thrown at his skull. Maybe he's got plans for Fisher. No, Fisher ducks under. Codebreaker!
Oh.
Codebreaker on Wesley! Cover! But guess what? He's got no ref! But Wesley!
Yeah, Wesley Crane was up. That wouldn't even have been a 1 count, I don't think. He popped right back up. And Frankie Fisher, a little bit of disbelief in his face.
And now the adrenaline has got to be running through the veins of Wesley Crane.
It's like that blood running down the forehead of Wesley Crane. It just fired him up.
Several forearms now to the challenger. Back kick, no, Fisher catches him. Lands on his feet. Codebreaker. Wesley slipped on the chairs and Frankie was able to capitalize with a codebreaker.
Yeah, Wesley Crane, he's not popping up this time. But again, Matthew Fisher, he's still down.
Well, yeah, no Matthew Fisher there to make the count. And that's Frankie's fault.
Frankie Fisher, you got to think that would have been it. He would have won the title. As you see BC still looking out from the front row, watching his partner come closer and closer to being MPX champion.
Jersey Jackass BC had to buy a front row ticket just to be here tonight to support his best friend and tag team partner.
What is that?
What did Frankie just pull out?
Hold on. He's got a towel. He's got a bottle. I'm not sure what's in that.
It's nothing good.
Oh, God. You guys smell that?
Well, I definitely do now. Oh.
That's chloroform.
What? No.
He's got that bottle.
What is he going to do with chloroform?
He's got chloroform on a towel.
He's trying.
Oh, come on.
He's trying to get Matthew Fisher back up out here.
This could be extremely dangerous for Crane. No.
Oh.
Crane fighting back. He knows what's on that towel. He can smell it. But no,
he's got
Frankie's
him.
got it.
He's got him.
It's on the face. Wesley Crane can't breathe. Crane can't breathe. Come on.
He's suffocating the MPX champion. Look, Matthew Fisher is falling back in. This is it.
Come on, damn it. No.
2.
And we're going to have a new team.
No.
Wesley Crane barely getting that right shoulder up.
How did he kick out?
Frankie Fisher, maybe he didn't have that towel all the way over the mouth and the nose of Crane like he thought he did.
Well, I think if Matthew Fisher was in a little bit better shape right now, he would have been able to make that 3 count. You see, he's still trying to recover. Frankie Fisher trying to go back to work here on the champion. And Matthew Fisher still can't get back to his feet.
Crane now fighting back. Several slaps to the face and the back of the head. Frankie's got a hold of him. Blue Thunder Bomb.
Here we go. Here we go. 1,
and Matthew Fisher.
2, 3.
Oh, that was a fast count. He almost got it with that one.
A fast count and Frankie's still kicked out. I'm sorry, Wesley's still kicked out.
Matthew Fisher, I think he's a little bit of disbelief as well as Frankie.
Frankie there was berating his own referee.
Well, again, Matthew Fisher, we know what he's here to do. So far unsuccessful. Wesley Crane somehow able to kick out.
And Frankie now sending, well, he just tossed one chair to the outside, but he's rearranging furniture again.
Is now what is Frankie again setting up these chairs.
And he's got that mallet again right to the top of the back of Crane.
Wesley Crane in a whole lot of trouble now. It's Frankie Fisher setting up these chairs.
And look, they've got this door.
We have both Fishers now trying to set this door up on these 2 chairs.
And guys, you know how thick doors are. It's not like a regular table that we sometimes see in these matches.
No, a whole lot thicker than a table.
It's going to be extremely hard for Frankie Fisher to maybe do whatever he's thinking of because of the thickness of that door, but he's got Crane set up in the corner.
Oh, Frankie Fisher just scored with that kick right to the face of the MPX champion. And
oh, guys are walking right in that door.
No.
And if he ends up putting Wesley Crane through this door, then we're going to have a new champion.
Oh, there'll be no question on the 3 count after this.
But no, Crane fighting back.
Well, Wesley Crane doing whatever he can to get out of it.
It's back to his feet.
Uh-oh.
Wait, hold on, wait a second. No, on his feet again. And Frankie now.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Destroyer through the door! Frankie Fisher is gonna be the new MPX champion.
1, 2, 3. What?
How is Wesley Crane doing this?
I don't know. He's not even human anymore.
First off, I don't know if we've ever seen anyone here in MPX kick out of Frankie Fisher's destroyer, much less through a door.
Frankie just said, I don't know what to do.
I think Frankie Fisher's out of ideas. I'm at a loss. I don't know how Frankie Fisher has not won the MPX championship yet.
Well, look at Matthew Fisher now, trying to get Frankie back into it. What, is he getting some sort of a pep talk from the referee?
I think they're trying to come up with a new plan here.
Come on. Tosses the chair to Wesley. No, he went for the code breaker. He missed. Stop on Frankie. And Crane staring daggers through the referee.
No, Wesley Crane. I think he realized Matthew Fisher's not going to count the pinfall.
And Crane going up top. He's going to be looking for that hell stomp. Normally, I'd say if he hits this, we'd have... The match would be over, but come on. Matthew Fisher, give me a
Matthew
break.
Fisher.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch.
Hangman's neck breaker on Wesley Crane.
And Matthew Fisher trying to wake Frankie Fisher back up. And look at this. He's putting him in position.
This is unbelievable. This is the worst official I've ever seen in my life.
Here we go. Frankie Fisher's got the cover. What is...
No, Travis Trueborn.
Travis Trueborn just stopped the count.
What is Trueborn doing?
Travis Trueborn, who we know has had issues with Frankie Fisher. He's seen enough.
He's not... What is he doing now? He's not the referee in this match. Now get him out of here.
Travis Trueborn is out here to stop this injustice. Fisher got caught.
What the?
Stunner!
No!
Stunner! Hell yeah! Travis Trueborn is kicking ass!
What the hell is he doing? That was the official for this match.
Not anymore! I think it's safe to say Travis Trueborn is taking over as the referee.
Frankie Fisher has been the most critical human being on the planet Earth of an MPX official, and he had one in his pocket, and now it's all coming undone.
Oh, with Frankie Fisher, though, he's still in control. Wesley Crane is not in a good way.
And Frankie, if you guys remember, Frankie Fisher's criticism of referees here at MPX all started with Travis Trueborn.
So look at Frankie Fisher. He's putting Wesley Crane up on that top rope.
What is Fisher going to try to do to put Wesley away now, though?
But the destroyer through the door didn't do it. Let's see what he can come up with.
Well, now I'm just glad to see that at least the champion Wesley Crane has a fighting chance, because there was no way Crane would be able to walk out of here as champion if Matthew Fisher was still refereeing this match.
One way or another, we are going to have a good, clean finish this match because Travis Trueborn will do the right thing.
He just beat up a referee.
That wasn't a referee.
For this match, it was. Oh. We got Frankie Fisher. He's called himself an MPX god, and we're going to see what he has to do to put away the devil in Wesley Crane.
He's got that steel chair again. He's got something else playing. What's he doing? Places it right there by the head, but no, Crane's having none of it.
Yeah, Crane pushing that chair away. But Frankie Fisher, looks like maybe he's going to try again.
Huge uppercut from the southpaw, stopping Wesley Crane in his tracks. And Frankie Fisher doing everything he can.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, remember, he almost
Here we go.
knocked out the teeth of Wesley Crane last week with that chair.
So this might be what Frankie has to do to put Crane again, throwing that chair away.
Crane slowly rising up top.
Oh, wait.
Hailstorm on Frankie, and Frankie hit the chair. Frankie hit the chair. But no, that's not enough.
Look, Frankie Fisher, though, he's still moving around.
He's trying to get that chair up.
He's trying to get out of the...
A second hailstorm on the chair. A cover.
No, wait, no.
Wesley Crane retains.
Here is your winner, and still the
The Jersey Jackets cannot believe it. Frankie Fisher is gone.
Not only is Frankie Fisher not the MPX champion, he is no longer an athlete here at Metroplex Wrestling.
And what more could he have done? I mean, he did everything he could do, and he couldn't beat Wesley Crane.
Wesley Crane is holding a tooth of Frankie Fisher in the ring.
Guys, I never thought I'd say this, but thank God for Travis Trueborn.
No one should ever have to say that.
Wesley Crane retains, and I think just as big of a story, the career of Frankie Fisher has come to an end.
It wasn't without effort. Frankie Fisher, he gave it every single thing he had here tonight.
And Frankie calling the champion back into the ring. And how about that? What a show of sportsmanship, not only on the part of the MPX champion, but Frankie Fisher as well.
I wouldn't shake his hand, tried to rob you of the title.
I mean, after that, you got no choice but to have respect for the MPX champion.
Well, I think Wesley Crane respects the fight of Frankie Fisher. He respects the career of Frankie Fisher. And whether you've liked Frankie Fisher or not throughout his career, you can't take away the career this man had. Former MPX champion, former tag team champion.
Frankie Fisher calling for the microphone.
Thank you, Frankie. 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 Thank you, Frankie.
No.
Thank you, Frankie.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have dedicated 10 years of my life to MPX. I've been in here busting my ass every single year when we didn't have anything. And look what all of you and everyone else, look what the hell we have now. And don't get me wrong, guys, it's been one hell of a journey. I appreciate the people that booed me, cheered me, everything in between. From the bottom of my heart, I love every single one of you guys. But with that being said, this right here, Wesley, is one hell of an MPX champion, first of all. That kid is going somewhere. God help him. But with that being said, this isn't a, I'll see you down the road. This isn't, I'll be back in a couple months. No. This is goodbye. Thank you, guys.
Frankie Fisher is calling it a career. And what a night. MPX Addicts, the title match is done. Up next, it's the reason we're all here. The main event, Texas Rumble, when we return. MPX addicts, we're gonna take a very brief intermission, just long enough to get this stuff cleaned up. Don't.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the Jackass Nation.